Are you giving way,
I,
YB?
I don't want to sit, I stand, so that I look taller than him.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Yang Berhormat, Deputy Premier, for giving me this opportunity to seek clarification on your reply, especially on the alternative funding. The amount of alternative funding is just shockingly large as compared to the approved development budget, in the sense that it's almost 70% or 80% of the exceeds the approved development budget development expenditure every year, starting from 2023. In that sense, my question is that why is the government embarking on such a huge amount of expenditure, which expenditure through alternative funding, which in fact is an expenditure in current year and also in 2023, and which in fact is way above our revenue? And how long is the government going to embark on this alternative funding initiative for another few years? Because the reason why I ask this question is because at the end of the day, you have to pay that. Your alternative funding is a loan taken out by the government. You have to pay that. And for 2023, we are paying 2-point-something billion in terms of debt repayment. So if the government is going to continue on with this 17-18 billion expenditure, development expenditure for another few more years, the debt the government will take up will far exceed the reserve we have. And so my question is that how many more years are you going to embark on this alternative funding?
Okay, I think point taken.
Let me go through, because
Madam Premier.
apparently you don't really understand what I presented to you, the reason. Do you know that without this alternative funding, 2.1 million rural population will not see road and bridges, which is now implemented under the coastal and second trunk road? You hold on, be patient. Sabah. Actually, I'm shocked at your position on this alternative funding. Statement by Ali Yang Berhormat for Pedungan on us circumventing the traditional budgetary process of the DUN is clearly not true and uncalled for. When servicing obligation of alternative funding budget is part and parcel of yearly development expenditure budget table for approval in this August House. It is important to note that our commitment is well contained as of today. It stands at about 12% over our GDP. 12%, Yang Berhormat. For Malaysia, as of June this year, the national debt stands at 65.4% over GDP. Yeah, but you never say anything in Parliament. No, I watch you. Every time you speak, we're watching you. You look like a small rat in there. The key catalytic project funded under alternative funding, for you better take down the list so that you know. Ada? Okay. Sarawak Coastal Road, Second Trunk Road, Northern Coastal Highway, Road Link in Northern Region, Sarawak Water Supply Grid Program, Diulu, Stress Area, Rural Education Scheme, Kuching Urban Transformation System, Sarawak Multimedia Authority Rural Transformation Telecommunications Smart, Sarawak Rural Broadband Network, Kuching, Kuching centralized wastewater management and education facilities. All these projects tied to the key enabler which I've mentioned earlier, which I hope you understand. I'm sure you understand English. Without the alternative funding platform, Yang Bauman, to complement our state development budget, we would not be able to achieve the desired economic outcome at its target timeline. Maybe that's what you want. You want Sarawak to be left behind forever. Datuk Speaker. Okay, I withdraw the statement. Ayo. What happened to you, lady? You're scared he will collapse, huh? The budgetary process of alternative funding program is similar to a state budgetary process. Listen, huh? We have a process. It's not simply take here, go there, you know. Review, seeking approval, subsequently monitoring of the physical performance and utilization of the budget will take place. On top of this, we also need to comply and strictly adhere to a financial and regulatory covenant imposed by financial institution, trustee, credit rating house, and other regulatory bodies. Similar to project funded under state budget, alternative funding projects are monitored by state implementing monitoring unit and by various committees, including alternative funding, technical and funding working committee. The project would also have to go through a scrutiny and evaluation of the State Cost Committee chaired by the State Financial Secretary. Now I go back to your question, Tadi. Actually, I'm shocked. I almost fainted when I heard you raise this matter. Because you are a very experienced parliamentarian, berapa puluh tahun. I'm sure you know the process. Maybe you never read the budget and federal government. If you read this year budget, it mentioned here the budget development expenditure 86 billion. Budget estimate exclude. Ada baca kah? Yeah. Kalau ada baca, then you shouldn't come here and complain. This is a process of government financial management. No government will have sufficient raise fund to finance all the projects they want, include our federal government. Hold on, no. I finish this one first. I finish. After that, yes. I'm not sure whether you want to stand after this. Because at federal level, our Pen Borneo Expressway is funded under the same mechanism. Mass rapid transit, light rail transit, these are at federal level. LRT and second Penang Bridge are all funded under the concept of alternative funding. That's why over here, the finance minister with the prime minister mentioned, exclude, in addition to the development expenditure, private finance initiative, 9 billion. Direct domestic investment, 25 billion. Not within the 86 billion of the development expenditure, over and above. Obviously, funding of this project does not appear in your budget. It was mentioned. So is ours. Our Premier mentioned all this. Hold on. I want to finish my... If they are not Yang Mohamad, why then Yang Mohamad Pepedungan, who has been a member of parliament, has been a member of the government before, do not raise the issue with the federal government? Why don't you shout in parliament? Mengapa hutang kita begitu banyak? Why target Sarawak? Do you want Sarawak people to be backward? I'm sure. Nanti you ask me to withdraw that statement. I withdraw now. Let me Sarawak You don't want to see Sarawak progress. Yang Muhammad, let me refresh your memory. In 2018, 3 of the British bridge project, Batang Lupa, Batang Igan, and Batang Ramungan, which was approved to be implemented under the federal fund allocation, Rancangan Melia 11 and 12, has been cancelled by PH government when they came to power. You are part of the government that day. You are deputy minister. Kejam. Given the importance of this project to the state, we have to step in and undertake this project via alternative funding. Ringgit Malaysia 1.29 billion. Batang Lupa Bridge will be completed by the end of 2025. Please drive there. You can see the beauty of that bridge. Presently, the project under construction completed between 2025 and 2027. And here we are, with all our effort, we are being accused by you to stop our alternative funding. So I wonder if Yang Muhammad and Pedungan is either just, or just ignorant, or deliberately trying to mislead. Which one happened then? By suggesting that we are spending future money. He has even gone so far as to claim within the 3 to 5 years, read your answer, the government debt will exceed its reserve. Remember 2019, your boss, Lim Guan Eng, kata Sarawak will be bankrupt in 3 years from 2019. Five years has gone. Sarawak is progressing well. Our reserve just now, plus the sovereign fund, is 30 billion. Far from bankrupt. And the World Bank have recognized Sarawak region as high income region. Far from bankrupt. So I'm not sure what is Yang Muhammad Pedungan trying to prove. To me, it's very embarrassing for you to indicate to all the YB here that you don't know the process of government financing. Maybe that's why you serve for 1 year and 7 months. You seem to excel only in provocation, manipulation, and misleading the public. I don't think you have any other explanation to make. Datuk Speaker, I'm not giving way anymore. Dah cukup.
Proceed, Deputy Premier, proceed.
No. Because you are very unkind. I have nothing to explain to you. I've explained everything to you already.
Proceed, Deputy Premier.
What are you trying to say?
Proceed, YB,
Okay?
Deputy Premier. You giving way? Okay. Short and sharp, please.
Tidak malu kah?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for switching on my mic.
It is on.
To allow the question to be put. Mr. Speaker, it seems that the Deputy Premier is taking great pride in running or operating our budgeting or running the alternative funding, emulating the way federal government is running its funding
No.
and
We are
alternative
not
funding.
emulating.
My question is that we all know federal government's financial management is very bad. Number one, and that is running on a deficit that has exceeded the Prudent Financing Act provision. But
Okay, yeah.
in Sarawak, we are not, as it stands, running a deficit budget. But why is it the government resorting to alternative funding to cover up what is in fact a deficit budget? And number two, I said that if the way you run this alternative funding process continue, in 3 years' time, the debt will be higher than the reserve.
Yang
In
Muhammad.
fact, that is an understatement.
Okey, Yang Muhammad.
Speaker.
Yang Muhammad.
Datuk Speaker. Datuk Speaker.
Order.
Nothing new.
Order.
Sit down. You sit down. There's nothing new.
Wabi.
Nothing new.
Badungan.
Nothing new.
Badungan.
It's
I'm
no
not
insult
asking
there.
you to make any comment or whatever. Just confine to your point
No,
for
no.
clarification.
What he's talking is nothing
Not,
new.
not making any judgment.
Datuk Speaker, I'm not giving away anymore. I'm going to answer him now. Time. I'm hungry.
You just
No point
proceed. You-
wasting my time. I'm not giving away anymore. I want to answer him. You sit down.
Sit down. Badungan. Order, Badungan.
Sit down.
Order, Badungan. Sit down.
Okay. Number one,
Please proceed, YB Premier.
this
Premier.
alternative funding in Sarawak is not emulating federal funding. This is a creativity by Yang Amat Mohamad, Premier Sarawak. Because his objective is to make sure that orang Sarawak will get the development according to PCDS development. You are the one that is ular. So as far as you are concerned, you only trying to, apa kata, I so lost word. No, I'm really very disappointed. No, Yobi, Padungan, I'm really very disappointed with you because you are the very experienced parliamentarian, and here you are indicating you are ignorant of the management of finance of the government.
Proceed, Deputy Premier.
Okay.
Please proceed. Yep.
Proceed. So 2025 state budget reaffirm GPS government unwavering commitment to the people of Sarawak. You know, we set up sovereign fund. Sudah 4 billion sudah simpan. And yet you are talking about us going bankrupt again. What is in mind? Tadi you kata this is it's clear. That is almost saying we're going to go bankrupt.
Proceed, Deputy Premier.
The budget is not just a plan. This budget is not just a plan. It is a promise to the people of Sarawak who have supported GPS. A promise to advance together toward a brighter and more equitable and prosperous future for all Sarawakians.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Deputy Premier, Menteri Kewangan kedua dan Ekonomi baru yang kedua. I'm fully amazed at your candid, but graceful way of rebutting or answering questions. I think it goes with experience, I believe.